Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. Just looking back at my watercolor practice during 2023. Some of them I painted twice, some just around half an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. But they all made me a better artist. Those 10 to 15 minutes practice have led me to some serious watercolor commissions painting on A1 size, A2 size, and also A3 size. I'm a mother of two little kids, 3 and 6, so my life is very busy as you can imagine. I would love to paint this big more often, but if I couldn't make time for it, at least I try 10 to 15 minutes a day just to keep my mind at peace. And it's also a good practice. Next, we're going to paint a succulent together. I start with a sketch with a circle, free hands, and then I find the center of the circle and I start to sketch the petals from the inside out. And then I try to wet the paper with clear water and let it soak in a little bit before I drop in some pigment. Today we're going to just use 3 pigments, red, yellow and blue, to create this succulent. By using limited palette, it's helped us to learn how to mix the color and create color harmony in the painting. Outside is storming at the moment, so beautiful. I love to listen to the rain while I'm painting. Feeling so cozy staying inside and watching the rain. Let's get back to our little daily practice. So I wet the paper around the succulent and then I drop in the pigment. This dark green mixture contains more blue than yellow. The subject that stay close to us contain more warmer color, and the subject that stay further away contain more cooler color. By doing this, it creates depth for our painting. Using wet on wet technique, I add in the shadow area on the petals. On the very tip of each petal contain a bit of red color, so we can drop in the red pigment while it's still wet, or we can wait until we finish the painting and then add the red in all together at once. I start to add in the mid-tone to those petals. So by building up mid-tone and the dark tone, it's helped to create 3-dimensional looks to the painting. Because the succulent is all green mainly, so we working on the value very closely. Because I'm working on wet, so it's a bit hard to preserve those little highlight area, but not to worry about. We will use lifting technique very soon. When the paper is not yet dry, we will use a flat brush to lift some of the highlight and bring it back. Here, as I promised, I use a clean damp flat brush and lifting up the highlight area while the paper is still wet, but not too wet that it's running around. The paper is actually damp. It's not yet dry, but it's not too wet. This is a good time for lifting technique. But if you're not comfortable doing this, you can wait until the painting is completely dry and then use a clean damp brush to lift some of the pigment. But this technique, you need a very good paper such as arch paper, 100% cotton, which is very tough and easy to lift without damage the paper. But if I'm only doing practice, I'm not doing a commission painting or final painting, then I will use a different brand for my painting. Then I think the scrubbing when the paper is dry is not a very good idea. And then you can add in the red pigment at the end of each petal, or you can wait until it's completely dry and then add in the red pigment, so that some area you can do dry brush technique. In the meantime, I would like to show you my little treasure box, which contain my tiny little practice painting. So these are the little practice painting that it's only take me 10 minutes and under. If I'm not doing my commission painting, I try to do my practice painting at least 10 to 15 minutes a day to keep my mind at peace, as I mentioned earlier, and also allow me to get to know watercolor better. This purple rose painting only take me 4.5 minutes to paint it. I will leave the link in the description below just in case you like to check that out. And I have more and more and more and more. I have so much little practice each day, as you can imagine. Now let's get back to our little practice of the day. So we start to add the red pigment on the tip of the petal and drag it down a little bit for some petal. If it looks too harsh, I will soften it up with clear water or clean damp brush. And just bring back and clean up the edge of the petal a little bit with lifting technique, and we are done. So let's wrap it up 2023 and put these little painting back to where they belong. And I got plenty more over here that I didn't have time to show you guys. Some of them is not worth seeing. These little cute paintings are going back into my treasure box. Thank you guys so much for staying around till the end. Thank you for always kind and support my little channel. So if you are a beginner, please don't be too hard on yourself. Until next time, happy painting!